Did you know that over-fertilizing your flowers can actually do more harm than good? Yep, that's right. More fertilizer doesn't mean more blooms. I learned that the hard way, after a certain experiment in my backyard that looked like a leafy jungle with zero flowers. Stick around, because today I'm breaking down the 5 most common fertilizer mistakes gardeners make, and how not to turn your flower bed into a salad bar. Welcome back, friends. If your flower garden sometimes feels like it's secretly judging you for underperforming, you're not alone. Fertilizer might be the culprit. In this video, you'll learn the 5 biggest fertilizer mistakes and how to fix them, so you can finally feel like the superhero your garden thinks you are. Most gardeners, even ones who swear they know what they're doing, mess up fertilizer. We grab a bag, sprinkle it around, and hope for the best. It's like tossing coins in a wishing well and expecting a full scholarship. Too much of one nutrient or the wrong kind at the wrong time, and suddenly you've got burned leaves, sad stems, or plants that just give you the cold shoulder. I've been there. Once I dumped what I thought was a generous helping on my roses, and instead of flowers, I got a leaf festival. My neighbors thought I was starting a jungle gym for ants. Lesson learned. Mistake number 1. Using the wrong fertilizer for flowers. Not all fertilizers are created equal. A lot of people grab an all-purpose fertilizer and think, hey, close enough. Wrong. Lawn fertilizer is nitrogen heavy. Perfect if you want grass that looks like a shag carpet. But for flowers, you get leaves everywhere, but barely a bloom in sight. How to recognize it? Lots of leafy growth, but no flowers. Your garden looks lush, like a salad bar that forgot the tomatoes. Fix: check the NPK numbers on the bag. Flowers like lower nitrogen and higher phosphorus and potassium. Basically, feed them what they actually crave. Bonus tip: if your neighbor's flowers are blooming and yours are leafy, this might be why. Mistake number 2. Over-fertilizing, thinking more equals better. The classic more is better mistake. People see the bag and think, if a little is good, a lot must be amazing. Nope. Over-fertilizing can burn roots, mess up soil chemistry, and stress your flowers until they look like extras in a horror movie. How to recognize it? Crispy leaf edges, a white crust on the soil, or droopy plants despite watering. Basically, your flowers are screaming silently, in green. Fix: less is more. Follow the label, water afterward, and don't dump it like it's confetti at a parade. If you've already overdone it, flush the soil with water. Your flowers will forgive you. Eventually. Promise. Mistake number 3. Fertilizing at the wrong time. Timing is everything. Fertilizing your flowers at the wrong time is like showing up to a party after everyone's gone home. Late-season fertilizing encourages fragile new growth that dies in frost, and fertilizing before heavy rain washes everything away. How to recognize it? Tender new growth that dies off, or plants that look unresponsive despite your best efforts. Fix: fertilize when flowers are actively growing, usually spring and early summer. Think of it as giving breakfast before a marathon, not after everyone's finished running. Mistake number 4. Ignoring the soil's condition. This one's sneaky. People assume fertilizer fixes everything, but if your soil is compacted or imbalanced, fertilizer is basically yelling into the void. I learned this the hard way when I dumped bag after bag on clay soil. And nothing happened. Nada. My flowers were not impressed, and I may have cried a little. Don't judge. How to recognize it? No reaction from plants despite repeated feeding, or water just sitting on top instead of soaking in. Fix: test your soil. Even a cheap kit tells you your pH and nutrients. Add compost or organic matter first. Fertilizer is a supplement. Healthy soil is the hero here. Trust me, it's worth it. Mistake number 5, using slow release and quick release the wrong way. Slow release versus quick release. Sounds complicated, but it's simple. Quick release gives an instant hit. Slow release feeds steadily over time. Misusing them is like giving your flowers caffeine instead of breakfast, a sudden spike, then a crash. How to recognize it? Flowers grow like crazy, then sag, or they're sluggish despite repeated feeding. Fix: use slow release for steady, long-term nutrition. Quick release is your emergency espresso shot. Only use it when your plants really need it. Bonus: your flowers will reward you with blooms instead of passive-aggressive leaf growth. The most surprising thing about flowers is how dramatic a difference the right fertilizer can make. One small change, using the correct type at the right time, can turn a sad, leafy patch into a riot of color. Roots grow strong, petals open wide, and leaves shine without a hint of yellow. It's not magic. It's just paying attention, not overdoing it, and giving your flowers what they actually need. And trust me, when your garden finally looks this good, you'll walk past it with a smug little grin. Because you know all the work actually worked.
That's it for today. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more gardening tips, and click the bell icon so you never miss a video. Share your experiences, questions, or favorite tricks in the comments. I read them all. Keep your garden thriving, and I'll see you in the next one.